Alright, so now we're dealing with that much coax, which, I mean, what's a quarter wave, you know? I think I gotta get down to like 102, 105, 108 inches, whatever, before we even get close. And like I said, it was free coax, so I'm not worried about it. Let's sweep it again. We're at 19.29 megahertz. Let's sweep it again. 21 megahertz. It came up in frequency some, but I'm looking to get it, well, 21. We're getting there. All right, let's take a small cut off and see how much it changes. Like, I've been taking big whacks, right? So take a small cut off of this. Say 8 inches. All right, might be a little more, plus or minus. Yeah, get down on your scissors a little bit. Damn. You can see pretty good coax. I think it's a center conductor. Alright, let's try this again. Hang on. Okay, get more leverage on those scissors. It's a pain in the ass. Get in there. Hang with that. Ow. There we go. Alright, so what's that? Probably 8-9 inches. Let's sweep it again. Alright, the last cut before I just did that one was 21.52. And I'll sweep it again. Not 22. So she's coming down in frequency. So if I keep doing that, 6 inches at a time, I think we're at. Alright, we need to take probably another foot or more. So we're only at 22 megahertz, so let's just try it, dude. This is an experiment. I don't care about this coax. If it goes to shit, it goes to shit. I'm trying to learn here how to use this analyzer. Alright, so let's go right here. That's about a foot. Probably ruining these scissors. Well, they cut it pretty good once they get through there. Let me loop that out. I don't want to loop. I'm worried that's going to screw it up. Alright, whatever. Alright, so with an open connection, you don't have to short it. We're at 22.29, so let's sweep it. $23. We're getting closer to 27 megahertz. So that was a foot, and it raises it a little over a megahertz. So if we keep taking a foot at a time, should raise it up a bit at a time. So let's do that again. Now, the thing you got to remember when you're doing this is the end of coax length is to your tip. I think it's the tip of your coax connector. Maybe it's a shoulder. But at these frequencies, I don't think it's going to be that crucial. Maybe at, you know, higher frequencies it would matter more. Let's see. Alright, there's another foot. Let's see what she goes to. Again, we're in the RX mode with the frequency set, plus or minus 10 megahertz. We're at 23.55. Let's cut it. Oh, we're getting a lot closer. 25 megahertz, and that was just a foot. Now, this ain't no damn half wave. We gotta be, I mean, it's longer than a quarter wave. Half wave, quarter wave's what, 8/16? So if we tune it at a half wave, I don't guess it matters as long as it's null. Like, I could probably get away with 8 foot from the output of my amplifier to my puck mount. But if we can go 16, let's try that first, because this is an experiment. Alright, so again, 25.14. And I think you can, is there a way to zoom out here? I don't know how we see the top of that peak. Man, it's close. 25. I don't want to go too crazy now. I think I only want to take off like an inch or two at a time now. Because we got to come up 3 megahertz. You would think that, you know, a foot of megahertz up to this point. Let's just go 6 inches. Let's see what it does. Well, let's go 3 inches. God, it's nice having an air conditioning shop to use. Alright, that's about 3 inches. Let's see what she does. We're going to sweep her again. We're still at 25.49, so we need to take some more. It's going to be a fine tune, bro, but the only other thing I worry about is like when you do your split, because it's a puck mount, I would assume that measurement's right to the feed point, like with the ground and the hot, you know, mount up. So if you could get it like right there to the length and then strip it back, solder your eye connections on or whatever. I've been wanting to learn this for a long time. Let's take, I don't want to go too far. It's kind of like tuning an antenna. I don't want to get greedy. Let's take another 3 inches. And it may change. It may go up and down. You never know. The thing I like about it is the coax doesn't have to be shorted every time you do it. So, it's pretty easy. Alright, we're at 25.49. We'll sweep it again. 25.86. So we're slowly coming up in frequency. Alright, so I'm in the 25s. I need to get to the high end of the 20s. Well, 27.3. The low end of the 27. So I'm going to take 6 inches this time. Roughly. I ain't measuring this shit. Alright, let's see. Alright. Leave those away. Got pieces of coax everywhere. Looks like a beaver been in here chewing on the coax. Alright, sweep it again. 25.86 last sweep. Here we go. 26.71. So it's 25.86. It's coming up 26.7. It's coming up almost a megahertz. So if I take another 6 inches, that's going to be roughly 27.7. So let's take, let's start creeping up on it here. So I want to do, let's just do about 1.5 inches here. Alright, 1.5 inches. Here we go, back to the meter. Alright, last sweep was 26.71 megahertz. We want to creep in on that sweet spot. 26.90. It's coming up slowly. It's not, I don't think it's like you expected. Like, taking equal lengths, make equal results. Let's cut another about 1.5 inches off of it, see what happens. It's good coax, LMR 400. Mainly made for that high frequency stuff, but you know, velocity factor's kind of high on it. Alright, we're at 26.90. Let's sweep it again. See how she changes. 27.13. We're getting close. Alright, let me think about this. Yeah, I think as long as you keep the coax in the original length, the only thing I worry about is where you have to split it at the end. You know how you split it out on a puck mount? You got your hot, your ground. I mean, you try to keep it as short as possible. Because I would think that once you split those two, it's going to change the physical length of the coax and where it makes up at its feed point, right? So we're trying to tune it at 50 ohms. I guarantee that whip's going to be at 50 ohms, but it ought to get us close. It's a good experiment. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Let's take another inch. That dang piece of the coax laying everywhere on my roller chair here. Let's go another inch and a half. And maybe a little less than an inch and a half. Whatever. Alright. Dadgummit. Feel like I'm rolling through a minefield. Alright. So we're at 27.13. I'm looking for 27.38. Hope I didn't take too much. Okay. As long as it's close, I don't care. Look. 27.35 megahertz, dude. Holy cow. That ought hopefully take care of my 1.8 SWR. So officially we've nulled the coax to the frequency. I don't know, it looks slow though. I mean, if this is a CV band, it still looks like it's on the lower end of the band, but it says resonance 27.35. I don't know. Maybe I'm still got some more to learn on this thing. I don't know what this 37.38 meters is. It ain't that long. Wait. Would that be the frequency range? I don't know what these numbers mean. I'm still learning this thing, but here's another one. 17.39. I don't know. Maybe these are the outsides of the 10 megahertz. Yeah. So center frequency 27.385, 17.37. That's more than 10 megahertz. Usually with test equipment, if you tell it you want it to sweep 10 megahertz, it'll be 5 on each side of your center frequency. But this thing may be different. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna strip this coax down, keep it at end as short as possible. If I got some solder here, I'm gonna go install it in the mini bourbon. And I would say this is probably, it's not quite a half wave, and it ain't a damn quarter wave. It's a lot more than 8 foot, but I don't know how the velocity factor affects it. This is kind of a high velocity factor because it's a higher frequency coax, you know, lower loss. I don't know. But we're experimentating. I'm pretty sure your meter will do this too. This is that AA 1500 I was telling you about. This thing goes up, I think, to 1500 gigahertz or 1.5 gigahertz. It goes way up there. So, but I think that's it. I'm looking at this suite. I need to figure out how to zoom out, but you can't really see it. But it's right there in that peak on that yellow, dude. Right in the middle at the set frequency. So I don't know. Got some more learning to do. We're going to try this, see if it makes a difference. Let me upload this to YouTube. I'll send you a link. You have to try it with yours, man. Like on your base station, if you take that coax you run to your beam, measure your feed point impedance first, get it to close to 50 as you can with a random length of coax, and then I think if you come back and null your coax for the frequency, which I know what frequency you want to be set on, I think it just help you even more get it flat with the lowest loss and the lowest reflex. It's a damn good tool. I think I got to learn how to use this thing, dude. It's awesome. Rig expert, baby. All right, let me upload this. I'll send it to you. I'll let you know how it comes out. I don't know if I'm gonna get it installed here. I got to find out if I got solder and iron, and I know I got an iron. I got to find out if I got a solder here at Daddy's shop. All right, catch you later. Freaking stop, you piece of. Ever since I did the update on this phone, it's been aggravating. Come on, freaking stop. Hope I don't lose this video over this bullshit. Pause. It's like the screen quits responding and I can't stop the damn video. Stop. Let's see if this works.